problems. You don't want smoke though. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke though. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems. You don't want smoke though. You don't want.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Redskins. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Set, 19. Walk twist, walk twist, walk twist. Walk twist. Shoot. 89, 54. Check 31. 10-24.
Watson on first down. Being chased out left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
After the sack here, 2nd and 11.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Hey, alert! 10-24. Who do you want?
Here's Watson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Washington. Cole Richardson, 76 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Extra point safely through, and that makes the score 7-0. Fielded about a yard deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Bus. We got 3, fellas. We got 3. I got 11. Pilot, 64. Weak. He's crossing. He's checking crack. Check. Check it out.
Here's Wentz to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Here we go.
Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Done. 45. 45. Hey, here I come. Here I come.
On play action, it's Wentz. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Throwing is Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 21.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The tackle made there by Jared Davis. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
From the 17, Wentz. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. From 17 yards out as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Jam.
On 2nd down, Love. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That 2nd down play nets a -4. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. Over the middle, complete. It's Love. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They're going for it. It's Watson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. The first carry for Josh Adams. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw, Watson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 43.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Watson now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. On first down, here's Love. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Defensively, it was Avonte Maddox with a tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Dancing to his left. Throw left side, complete. It's Love. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And he finds McLaurin. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 19. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Watson now to throw. Flushed out right. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On second down now, it's Love. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Bryce Love, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
We played to win.
at their own 35-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's... And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now Gurley. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
90 is the mark. 90 is the
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Rolling to his right. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin 1st down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Jump, 24.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On the carry, it's Love. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Let's go, D, let's go. 59, 55. Bang, bang.
From the gun, here's Watson. Buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. Nifty job there on the scramble. Got 12 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
On 2nd down, it's Love. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. Show it up. Check. Check 24. Check 24.
On 3rd down, here's Love. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the 1st down marker. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
They're on 20-yard line.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be second down.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now.
Good. 180. Man 5-7. 90 is the mic. I got one. Small.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Coming to you. Come, hey, shoot. In your face.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wentz going up top. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Now Wentz. And he fires one that's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it. He had a little bit of a turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Deshaun Watson with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about
He rifles one that's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz over the middle, and it's incomplete. Mac Hollins the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So that last penalty making this 3rd down much more manageable. 3rd down, 4 yards to go.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Taco Charlton able to record his 5th sack of the season.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
At the 47-yard line.
Set. 19.
Man, I got you.
Hey, 31.
The final shot before the break. Watson looking deep downfield. It's caught at the 10. So we've reached halftime here in D.C. in our nation's capital with a home team, the Redskins, on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man.
First down, Eagles.
Tony. Tyson.
Get wide.
Gurley again here on first down. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
82, 82.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. Good defense holds them to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They're running with Gurley. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on fourth down. Wentz now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And the pressure gets to him again. Cameron Hayward attacking off the edge that time.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
From the gun on third down, Wentz. And that is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Well, I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down.
45's the mic. 45's the mic. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming.
6-5-7.
Wentz to throw for it on fourth. That one caught by Gibson. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that right there is something we've seen, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense.
Hey, 31.
On first down, it's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again is Watson. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, watch it, watch it. Slam.
Hey, 59. 26. Rush in.
From the gun, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jannard Avery able to record his 5th sack of the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Checking things elsewhere. Third quarter now from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. And the Ravens have added to their lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Wentz. He sets to fire deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A big play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. To throw is Watson. Slings this deep from McLaurin. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Wentz going to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Monte Nicholson picks it. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is taken in at the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the interception by the Redskins. Deed leads to a touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Throwing now is Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for Todd Gurley, and it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Wentz. He's going to wind up and air it out. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 27. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterbacks.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes where those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. I don't think Gurley got there. Looks like the defense held him back. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here we go. It's Gurley. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. To throw, it's Wentz. And some space here. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Alert!
Watson. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Watson on 3rd down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Derek Barnett coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Let's go, man. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
20.
You got nothing in that.
46. 26.
On 2nd and inches. Wentz escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Taco Charlton in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Wentz. This one complete to J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Wentz going to go on 4th down. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Running to start the drive is Love. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Love again. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
From the 50, it's Watson. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They run. This is Lewis. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today, coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Gurley's got the first down and then some. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. A big run there by Gurley. 46 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll try a handoff right with Gurley. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Here we go on 4th down. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. So give him the first down. 1st and goal after a pickup of 4. And the decision to go for it pays off. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Redskins, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, the loss will move them